Hello, welcome back. Last time I found my way back to the memory that was depicted in the sketch I keep referencing. So that was pretty cool. One of the two. I'm actually not certain I haven't seen the memory depicted up top here. Underway. But I think I have only one memory left to look at that I can really look at. So sure, there's a lot to parse over here. I can get some information from this, but before I do that, let's move on to this and see what this is. So this is the one who was murdered by the person who confessed. Oh, right, this is not memory time yet. Right, so Hok Sung Lao, you're being executed for the murder of somebody. I mean, I can find out who that somebody was. Nuncio Pasqua. Okay, so this should be Nuncio Pasqua. In theory. Oops. Try again.
Hello? Who is there? Who is that? Is someone hurt? Senor Nichols, is that you? What are you doing down here?
Oh, hello, yes. All fine here. Just, sorting some things.
Watch your step. Here, let me help you.
I see what's going on here. Edward Nichols is the one who killed Nuncio Pasqua. Oh dear, I'm stuck. There we go. Edward Nichols killed Nuncio Pasqua and pinned it on Hok Sung Lao. Who's this? Well, I guess he's alive but, like, knocked out here or something? Ooh, the chest. Hold on, when does this take place? What number was the calling? A bitter cold was 2. Loose cargo was 1. Wait, so the calling... Oh, so he... This was on the ship already. So Edward Nichols took it out on the boat, then brought it back? What the heck? Okay, I just can't go beyond there. Anyway, this is Nuncio Pasqua. This is Edward Nichols. This is Hok Sung Lao. Is that everybody who's here? Edward Nichols was killed upon his return by someone. This is closed. I think this is the whole memory. Who's Nuncio Pasqua? What does he do on the ship? Oh, and what was Edward Nichols doing to him exactly? I didn't actually see. Is he, like, knifing him or something? Anyway, this is Nuncio Pasqua. Who was a passenger from Italy. This is Edward Nichols. What's he doing to him? What are you holding? Is it a knife? Boy, squeezing by these two is actually really hard. I did it once. There we go. It's sometimes possible and sometimes not. What determines when it is and when it isn't? This is awkward. Is there a knife in your hands? I mean, if you're making that gesture... then I'm gonna say you were knifed. It's a little hard to tell for sure. But it looks to me as though you're knifed by Edward Nichols. Okay. I think that's correct, and I think I have 2 full fates input currently. I wish I could see what's in your hand. Is someone hurt? Senior Nichols, is that you? What are you doing down here? Sorting some things. Watch your step. Let me help you with a knife in your ribs. And 2 others were present. Yes. Just Hok Sung Lao and Edward Nichols. Okay. Alright, don't think I need any more information yet out of this. Here's my exit. Cool. Okay, so a couple of things about this book. That was the last chapter I can currently access, wasn't it? So, like, that was all the memories I can get to. Now, a thing about what Henry Evans said to me at the beginning... no, not at the beginning. Oh, yes, the bargain. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. If I go to the bargain here, take me to this. This chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. Oh. Leave the ship and return the book to me. It says nothing about completing it. I thought there was something about completed book. So this is all the memories I can access, right? If I have to figure out from... But bargain. Leaving the what does leaving the ship mean? Can I come back to the ship? Is that like a... I want to find out... oh, something's happening.
Boy! In there somewhere! Storm's coming! Finish your business and climb down here!
Got it. Okay. So, got it. Okay. So I think I'm supposed to leave now. Now that I've seen all the memories. I mean, I'm gonna go with this and hope it doesn't lock me out of re-examining all the stuff here. If a storm's coming, then I need to get out of here, right? I worry this might be permanent. It
All
would
done?
communicate that to
We
me.
should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Oh, well, it's communicated.
You've still business here. Climb up and finish it.
Oh,
Else I'll make to port.
okay. So, okay. So we're not coming back. Well, this rain's gonna have to wait, like, a long time. We're just gonna be out here in the storm. Because I want to solve as much as I can here. There's a lot of memories I still need to look back over. Yeah, I'm not done here at all. No way. But, well, okay, so this is super weird. This is super weird. So does this mean that I just lose my access to reviewing the memories? Then I'll get a few new ones in bargain and have to put everything together that way? I wish I knew what this meant. Don't tell me. This is part of the experience. The game has not told me, so please don't change that for me. Just so you know, I don't want to find out that way. Okay, so what is my business remaining here? Things that I know I want to investigate now. Thomas Sefton. Where was he? The person I thought was Thomas Sefton. Unholy Captives, was it? Yeah, right here. On the gun deck. Unholy Captives, Part 2. On the gun deck, down there. Okay. Wait, this is the wrong side. Okay, you're the one.
Watch your footing.
Hey there, what's this? Give him to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Careful now. Take it slow.
What's it, gentlemen? There's a free shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
All right. So, what exactly happened to you? It looks as though he was slapped really hard by the tail of a mermaid. Ah, I see. Hard enough to draw blood, but spikes don't appear to be involved. I mean, there are spikes there. This fork-looking thing was in his hand, but came out when he got slapped. This is another one that doesn't really have a good way to be described here. Clubbed? By beast? Yeah, it's satisfied with that. Okay. 3 more fates correct. That was indeed Thomas Sefton. Nunzio Pasqua was indeed knifed. Uh-huh. Good. Okay. 3 more fates correct. I'm 1/4 done. And I'm being pressured to get off the boat as soon as possible. I'm going to ignore that pressure. If a storm comes and kills me at sea, then that's just what happens. If I decided to leave the boat with my ship, with my business unfinished, then that would just be what happened, but I'm not making that decision right now. Oh, hey. Well, I recognize that chest. Are you loading or unloading? I think you're moving it from here to there. What memory am I inside? Unholy Captives Part 2. Which was after the calling. Yeah. No, you're unloading it from the boat onto the ship. Because Edward Nichols had just returned. You're also taking the corpses of the sea monsters who are still alive. They're becoming the unholy captives. Whole crew is involved here. Edward Nichols is dead at this point. That's Nicholas Botterill, sure. Okay. So that's good to know. Alright, so let me exit this memory, since I got what I wanted out of it. Are you the door? You're the door. No, you're not. Yes, you are. Who are you? I don't know. I haven't seen you die. The Calling Part 6. You're in The Calling Part 6? When Edward Nichols returns, I guess? Unholy Captives Part 4. Unholy Captives Part 2. 2 marks. Okay. So, right. Oh boy. So suddenly everything is extremely daunting. For one, I have this storm coming in, pressuring me to get my business done. I'm going to assume it will just wait an eternity for me, and that's just a mechanism to say, hey, you can leave the ship now if you're ready. 2, I have no more new memories to look at until I get the bargain chapter. 3, knowing that a chapter is sealed to me tells me that I necessarily will not have all the information to solve what I know now. However, gaining that information will lose me access to this information, looking back over all this stuff. Being that this is a Lucas Pope game, from what I know of how he makes games, I'm gonna take it at face value that once I leave the ship I can't come back. So I just gather as much information as I reasonably can here. Yeah, this is not going to be nice to me and let me look over everything all at once. Okay, so, what do I most want to look at? The thing that's sticking out in my mind is this whole massacre on the gun deck. What chapter is that? I think it's during the Doom? Yeah, all this loose cannon stuff. Okay, so if that's... Wait, that's part 2? Oh yeah, part 1 is Lars Linde. Still can't tell which brother this is, right? Okay, let's fixate on Nathan and Samuel Peters for a moment. What are their roles? Are they both seamen? Samuel Peters, seaman, bottom-ranked person. Nathan Peters, seaman, England, 48. I don't know if the numbers mean anything. Let's go to Lars's death, which was up here, I think. No, it wasn't. Where was it? Is this him? I think this is him. Escape part 2. This is not him. Who is this?
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last punch!
Paul, look out. Did I already identify you? Paul Moss, right? Paul Moss, killed sword, unknown. Oh, hey, I know who this is. Oh, okay. Check it out. I can input a fate. That's Leonid Volkov. Okay. There we go. Cool. So there's going to be a lot of stuff like that, where I happen to know the identity of... Okay, so I guess I should look at all the people who were killed by unknown and see if I know who any of them are. Shotgun, unknown. It's her, right? One of the two women. How do you tell which is which? I have you tagged as Miss Jane Bird, you tagged as Emily Jackson. The only reason I did it that way around is because you look younger and the one name has a miss in it, which makes you sound younger, I guess. I feel like that's a bad guess. So I could say Leonid Volkov was shot by Emily Jackson. I could. Who are you? Who the heck are you? Something I realized. Henry Evans. Henry Evans is known to be alive. And do I know where he is? Maybe. I know he's alive because he gave me the book. And he tells me to return it to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. Morocco's in Africa, right? Do I have that right? So he would be alive in Africa? I think. Let me double check that Morocco is in Africa. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Okay, confirmed. Morocco is indeed in Africa, way up north. That seems accurate. Okay, so I think I have the first alive fate input correctly. Great. Still have like 0 information on these two. Okay, so Paul Moss was killed by Leonid Volkov with a sword. Leonid Volkov was shot by whoever this is with a gun. Okay, great. Alright, so let me... I have so many things to do. Which of the things I said I was going to do am I going to do? I'm not ready to go back to the gun deck yet. I will be at some point, though. I want to look at every fate that I have input. Crushed by falling cargo. I know you're one of two, but I don't know which of those two. Solomon Sayed's done. Redwood Rajub is done. Cacao was slaughtered. Don't have to solve that one. Nuncio Pasqua was knifed by Edward Nichols. Hok Long Sao was shot by Henry Brennan with a gun. Unknown person died in an unknown way? What? What happened to you? I've seen this memory, but I didn't input your cause of death. Okay, yeah, that was one of the most recent memories I saw. I was just too busy with other stuff to realize I needed to input a cause of death. Outside the first mate's window. Right. Outside the first mate's window. Which is... where on the boat? If I'm here, go forward and turn left. What's your cause of death? Let's at least put that in. Yeah, okay. So my task here is just fill in all of the bits of information that I feel like I can currently fill in that are missing.
Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us! Give it up!
Give it up. He sounded kinda sorta Irish. He was shot by Edward Nichols, right? Okay, so at least I know that much. 3 marks. This unknown soul does appear in one other memory that I've seen, but he was shot with a gun by Edward Nichols. I'm not following this whole Edward Nichols plot thread. He's up to no good somehow, but what no good specifically? Abducting Formosan passengers, taking the cursed treasure, then coming back and getting shot by someone. Okay, where else do you appear? In one other memory. And the book thinks, sure, it's going to be hard, but that's enough for you to figure out. Oh, okay. In this extremely important memory. Got it. Okay, so Irish person in the beds in a bitter cold, part 1. All right. Was that Irish? It was only 3 words, so not the most distinct, but I heard an Irish accent. And I have 2 complete fates inputs. So assuming I got the Henry Evans alive in Africa correct, and the other one I input, getting your name from a bitter cold should give me typesetting maybe? So a bitter cold part 2, that all-important memory is where exactly? Well, heck, maybe I can just... No, this is not it. Part 1? No, wait, wasn't he in part 2? Give it up. Shot by Edward Nichols. Wait, where? Yeah, shotgun E. Nichols. You were... Okay, so part 1 is what I want. A bitter cold part 1. Is that this? It's this. Can I... There we go. Okay, so, I guess I'm looking at bed tags. Sayed. Alright, bed tags. Numbers. 59. I guess I'm just looking for someone from Ireland. 38. China. 39, 40, 41. Those are all China, right? Yeah. Those numbers, I can look at the... Okay, so 36. Persia. The 2 that are to the left of 36 both have people in them. One of these is Lewis Walker. Where's Lewis Walker from? Is this Lewis Walker? England. 37, 42. Scotland. Could that have been Scottish? Sounded more Irish than Scottish to me. As I've said before, though, I do sometimes have trouble telling those apart. $56, $55. Gonna look for a better fit. India, Sierra Leone. Where's that? That's another thing I'm gonna have to look up. 57, 58. England, Ireland. Patrick O'Hagan. It can't be Patrick O'Hagan. He came with them alive on the journey. I don't know which one he is, but he's another one who's one of two. So it's not him. Oh, but, hey, maybe I can determine... So look at the set of people who are in here. So Patrick O'Hagan is in this memory, 58. So he's one of the people in this memory, and I can look at the people in that other memory. Yeah, and in fact, I can do this right from here. O'Hagan, you still breathing? That was the first thing said, right? Yes, O'Hagan, you still breathing? Was he still breathing? I actually don't know, but he's going to be present in here. Okay, so who's present here? So we got Russian Seaman, Edbangsia, Bunlatlem. You're a candidate for O'Hagan, right? It's either you or you, one of those two, right? Yeah, those are the two. So is this man, is either one of these in this memory? Russian, wait. Hold on, who are you? You're Russian. You're Russian. But why are you not a candidate for O'Hagan? If I don't know your name? Doesn't this mean it can be one of these three? Who's this? I might have to actually look at this memory again. Okay, but I might still get the information here. So this guy with that face, this guy with that face, this guy with that face. So I go back to A Bitter Cold, Part 1. It's him. Or him. Do I know it's not him? I feel like I did. Okay, so this narrows it. So you're my top suspect for O'Hagan right now. Why? Why more than this guy? I don't know. Now wait, who was the one I just input? No, I still have a question to answer here. Who else is from Ireland that's in this memory? Or could that have been a Scottish accent? Shoot, uncertainty. I don't feel like that information is good enough to make a determination here. But wait. O'Hagan, you still breathing? I mean, he would have no reason to say that when he so clearly died before they set off on that expedition. Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake. It's not him. This is not O'Hagan. He's talking to O'Hagan. He wouldn't say his own name, okay? So it's definitely not him. I can cut him out entirely. Good. Give us a weapon. What accent did you say that with? You died there. O'Hagan, you still breathing? A reasonable thing to ask of someone who has just died a little bit far away from you. They say strange things about monsters. That was not an Irish accent. I remember this accent. It was not native English speaker. I'm not sure which, but not native English speaker. Okay, so this is that this is not an unknown soul. This is, was it Patrick O'Hagan? Patrick O'Hagan. Yep, that's him. I did it. Great. Paul Moss by Leonid Volkov. Okay, that 100% confirms Leonid Volkov's identity, which I was already sure of. Henry Evans is alive in Africa. That was correct. Great. Okay, awesome. Alright, this was some good progress. So I think the next couple of episodes are probably just going to be this. Look back at information, fill in pieces that are missing, see how far I can take that. So again, reminder, please don't tell me anything about the situation that I'm in with respect to the storm or the bargain chapter or any of that. Just let the game play out however it's going to play out with the information that it's giving me. I'm going to proceed. Yes, that includes even if I'm locking myself out of content with one of the decisions I'm making. It's just part of the story of how I'm playing this game. I am feeling the need to be this explicit because if I'm locking myself out of content, people are really going to want to tell me, but please refrain. I am not yet making the decision to leave because I feel like that would mean I would not finish my my work here. But if I die in a storm at sea, then that's just what'll happen. Still really curious what this thing is. I don't have an answer to that. That's been a question on my mind for a long time. I almost want to like start a new game, go at the very beginning, look out to sea here and see if that thing is there, whatever the heck it is. Hold up. Hey Alex, where have you seen that kind of shine before? Captain, where are the shells? They're at the bottom of the ocean. That's the treasure. The cursed treasure is indeed at the bottom of the ocean out there. I think I do know what that is. That's a theory. Can't be sure, but that's a theory. Pretty decent one, I'd say. But I've said that about a lot of stuff I've been wrong about here. Okay, anyway, yeah, next time, more cleanup and inputting fates. This has been good. I'll see you then.